It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Lions on Thursday night.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Newman. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Sims. 43 yards on the punt, a 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always wanted a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now it's Newman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 21 carries, 92 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newman to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll throw it with Newman. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bilal Nichols just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. It certainly feels like there are more stars in the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newman. This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Newman looking to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now it's Newman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Newman's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving forward. This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Newman. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Lions have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
There will be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The busy night continues for Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket. Because
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look look to throw again. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitor. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Taken at the 5th.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Lions have recovered. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, what a move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Newman on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Again, it's Williams. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now it's Newman. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Newman.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Bilal Nichols, his 2nd sack of the night.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Newman to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Newman's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now Newman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Second down, they go right back to Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Back now at Ford Field. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Newman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On first down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 11-yard line.
And they go play action now. Newman.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field change.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And it could be an important 2 points and gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Romeo Okwara able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late, and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's topping the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And one more time, that's Watkins. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. After review of the play, ruling on the field, game.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on first down. It's Williams.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Newman.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated.
And he's going to go down again. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone looked.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Lions are right back in this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Newman looking to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 44-yard line.
Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Now it's Newman.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Minnesota,